Hello, everyone, and welcome back. And thank you for joining us for our second scenario at Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion. If you haven't yet seen the first episode, please click the link, probably down here-ish, which will take you back to the first episode, so you can join us right from the very start. But without further ado, we'll launch into the second one. Do please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. That really does help us out. You know, it makes a massive difference to us, especially at the start. We are also going to be doing a little bit of a prize for sort of 500 and 1,000 subscribers. So that would be greatly appreciated. With me through this, of course, is Daz. How are you feeling today?
Good, ready.
Ready and raring. Just for those of you joining us, you will be able to skip to gameplay as always, but the new things that have been introduced in scenario 2 are that we have money tokens now, so you can see a couple of those around the table. There is obviously a treasure. There are traps, which hopefully in this version of Gloomhaven, I don't know if it has been changed in the reprints, actually to put a damage token on top of the trap so you kind of know how much damage is. A simple change, but is helpful. We do have a door tile here. In addition, because there are quite a few changes actually, on the cards we now have access to the basic abilities, which are sort of these two in the middle of the card. You'll probably be able to more clearly see that when the cards are played. They're sort of located in the middle on the left hand side of the card, which just denote a basic 2 attack, melee attack, and a basic 2 move, so that you can use it without doing the next thing, which I'm going to come to, which is lost effects. So some of these actions we've got 2 upgraded cards in this scenario that we didn't have in the first one. And those are particularly big abilities, particularly impressive abilities, blowouts if you would, but as soon as you do them, rather than just discarding the card, that card is now lost in a similar way as when you short rest and you lose one at random. You now lose this one when you choose to, really. Because we've got these coins and these chests, we now have loot actions. So we can loot either by doing a loot X ability, which allows us to loot things with X range. So on our tile, and adjacent if it's range 1, a further ring of tiles if it's range 2, etc. The same way as almost like a ranged attack of trying to determine distance. Yeah. In addition, everyone can always loot in their own hex at the end of their turn. So if you're standing on something, you don't have to blow a loot card in order to loot the thing that you're standing on. All clear as mud?
Yep, I'm ready to loot some bodies.
I think that's it. We've got little different mechanics, which we'll sort of get to when and if they arrive. In addition, we also now have a specific deck for the actions of the little vermlings. So they will be more spontaneous. They're not just going on initiative 50. They're not just doing a move 1 attack. They're going to spice it up a little bit for us. All right. Okay.
Makes it harder for us to plan our attacks, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we could very much play into the fact that we knew they were going at 50, couldn't we? So, without further ado then, I'm going to read the introduction text for this scenario, which is a hole in the wall. So, the tracks are easy to spot. Vermlings have never been known for their subtlety. You follow the scratching and indicators of a body being dragged until you find yourself approaching the walls of Gloomhaven. The sun is very low, but something isn't right. That isn't just a shadow cast across the lower section of the wall. It's a hole. The vermlings have made a nest for themselves by burrowing into the wall itself. How industrious. You crouch low and try to sneak closer, but they must have had guards watching the entrance. There was a shrill shrieking, and then a number of vermlings jumped from the dark, brandishing their dull, poorly made weapons. No choice now but to defend yourself. Luckily, you've managed to get your second wind, but you'll definitely need a nice long bath after this ordeal. Alright, so we're going to be starting in this top area. We've got this door locking off this second room, and our goal is to kill all the enemies.
That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
I'm up for killing some.
So, where do you want to go on these 4 spaces?
I'm going to put myself, because I'm a greedy bugger, I want some money as quickly as possible.
I should have guessed that one. Okay. I will try and get straight into the action. Hopefully I won't come as close to dying as last time. Also, good reminder, you need to shuffle your little attack modifier deck there. And while you're doing that, let's see how it is that we are going to do the things that we do. Dun, 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 dun.
Kill them quickly and take all of their belongings.
Yeah. Well, I might explore the new push mechanic, because that seems fun.
Oh yes.
So
Let me guess which one you're going to try and push.
So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go as quickly as I really can. So I'm going to go like that. And I'm just, while you're choosing yours, going to double check the push. Yeah, okay. So I'm just checking that I know how push mechanics work. Lots of decisions. I wonder what that treasure is. Apparently there's going to be something that tells us to look in a glossary book when it comes to that to figure out what it is that we have found.
Okay. I have decided.
You have decided?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So flip them and let's see what we've got. So I'm going to go on a 19.
I'm quite late on a 41.
41, and the Vermlings are going to go on an 85.
Oh, okay.
So that's not too bad for us at this point. So I'll go first then on my 19. So what I've got is a move and a push, and then I've got a ranged attack. So all being perfect, I'm going to move 3, and I'm not actually going to need to move 3. I'm just going to move to there, being on the binding there. Or can I can just about get there, can't I? And then I'm going to push this chap. So it's going to push him into that. So that's going to blow up that trap. Triggered my trap card. And he's number 1. So he's going to take 3 damage.
Oh.
And then my second action is going to be this range 4 attack 2. So I'm going to try and do that. And hopefully this will kill him in one go. +2.
Okay.
So he's gone. So the other thing, of course, with this one is that they drop coin tokens. So we're going to get some loot, going to get some coins. All right, my man, go.
Okay, well, I'm going to start with the bottom half of shield spikes. Not for the heal, because I don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
Range 2, straight at that one.
No, that's a range 2 heal.
Oh, range 2, my mistake. Okay, I'm going for Flaming Strike then.
So you're going to do a strength 3 attack.
Strength 3 attack at range 2.
And it will pull him towards you.
Towards me.
Okay, go for it. So 3 attack plus your modifier.
Oh, 2. I think he's dead.
He's dead just in one shot. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, and then a coin
may as
token.
well-
And then you can just use the basic action of
Basically
move
move.
2, can't you?
Just 1 and pick some monies up.
Okay. So you're going to go there. Then we do at the end of the turn. So
What are these little buggers going to do?
well, these are going to be. They would get +1 attack and range of 2. They also push 1 first, which isn't going to really come into play, I wouldn't have thought. They will try to avoid traps if they can, but they've only got 1 movement, so he's just simply going to go to there, and then that's the end of the turn. What we do need to note though is it's got a shuffle icon there, so we do need to shuffle. Okay, well this is going remarkably well so far.
So far, I'm sure it's going to get a lot worse.
So these two cards, of course, go to our discard. I forgot to do the little initiative order, and I'm going to cough. Excuse me. It's not COVID, I promise. Okay, so what are we going to do this time? Ba-ba-ba-bum. What can we do? I can get to him, but I'm not going to get to him, am I? Okay. So there's not really a lot I can do here. So all I'm going to do is that's not even an obstacle, is it? No. I'm just going to go relatively slowly. Actually, that's a really good idea, mate. If he moves before me, can I get to a position? No, I can't. I probably shouldn't have used the cards I did. I'm just going to go those two.
Mistakes were made.
Yeah. Less efficient play. No one's going to be surprised.
Still, I'll be able to get ranged on him. Sorry, how does my looting work again?
Oh, so you should have picked that up.
as soon as I'm on it.
Well caught, yeah. At the end of the turn.
As I need that gold. Okay, so I'm going
First round's on you. Okay, so flip them. I'm going to go on an 88.
I'm going to go on a 14.
So you're before me, and then the red, not the red card, sorry, the vermlings are going to go in between. So you go first then.
So I'm going to. How many can I move?
Either 3 or 4, depending which way around you want to do it.
Well, I'm just going to move for 3, 1, 2, or just out of range.
Just out of range.
Just out of range. Didn't calculate that properly.
Easily done. Yeah, that's
yep, and I can't. I've only got a range 2, so I can't reach him. Mistakes.
No, that's easy. Easily done. That's why I went on the slower one, I have to say, because I wanted them to move closer, but it wouldn't have made any difference anyway. So they're gonna go before me. They're gonna move there, and then I'm gonna move to here, and then that's the end of the turn, really. So we both get a loot.
All the money.
So you're getting richer than I am at the moment. And then shock horror. We know what our last 2 cards are gonna be. And yeah, I'm going to try and go as quick as I can. We don't need to shuffle this card for them because there's no cycle icon on the bottom.
I'm going to try and go as fast as I can also.
Okay, so flip them. I'm going on a 20.
38.
So I'm going before you this time. Should probably move those down for when they do get any attacks. And the vermlings are going to go on an 85. It's the one that we had last time, so they're going to go last. I'm hoping that he won't. He won't survive this. So I am going to go. I'm going to go move 2, 1, 2. I'm going to destroy this obstacle to give myself strength. And then I am going to do 1, 2 punch.
Sounds like a good move.
So if I don't kill him, I do also push him too. So I'm going to push him into the trap. But my first attack is a 2 plus times 2. Wow, okay.
I think you might be it.
No, not quite.
Not quite.
No, because that's a 4 so far. Which number is he? It's number 4. So 4 and 4. I'm hoping this will be enough though, because it's 1 plus 1. Oh, blimey, look at these cards. Plus 2, the crit, and the plus 1 in the first set of attacks.
You know what that means?
What?
There's some bad cards left in there.
Well, no, because I get to reshuffle because there's a
do.
crit. So that's not too bad at all. Well, that's mine. So I mean, you could activate the door.
Activate the door.
Let's try and rush through. How are you feeling confident? I mean, we haven't been hurt yet,
Well,
so
why not?
yeah.
Just move 2. Let's
Let's move 2. 1, 2. And then we'll put this under your marker just because that shows that the door's been opened so that we can keep a track of that. And then we spawn in, we should get rid of these. I like keeping a clean board. 1 goes on here and then 1 goes on here. If they haven't acted yet, they obviously just act as normal. But if that had been a lower initiative than you, as soon as you finish your turn, there you go.
I did it sneakily. That's always.
Okay, you still can't do your attack though, can you? No.
Nope.
Okay, so in that case, they will go. They push all adjacent enemies first, not appropriate, and then they're going to do a ranged attack, a +1 range 2, so they can move. So I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to put a pause on here and check. So just having checked the rules to remind myself, as it has been a while, they don't move. If there isn't a move action on the card, they literally only do the things that are written on the card. So it would attack at range 2, but can't attack. This guy also can't attack. So that's then done.
We have the element of surprise.
We do. We have secured it. So these are all going to shuffle back in. Now we have short rest. So we're going to lose one of our cards at random. So what one's it going to be?
Always
At least
seems to
this
be a
one.
good one.
Knockout support. Well, I've got the strength skill anyway, so that's not the worst. What are you going to lose?
Oh, my blinding strike.
You lost
Most blinding sickle, even.
blinding sickle. A sickle that is blind. Okay. So, what are we going to do?
Let's have a look.
I
what
do
we've
need
got
to
left.
move. That's what I need to do. So
It would be handy.
all right. I'm going to do that one because I need to move from it. How far can you? Have you got anything that can attack at huge range, or is yours all pretty
close?
pretty close? Okay, so I'm going to do one of the new abilities and try and get this guy over here. Right. I'm going to go quite quick. I think. Yeah, I'm going to go quite quick.
You're going to go quite quick, are you?
Yeah, but I'm going to be targeting this one.
Okay.
Because if you're going to be able to get to this one, there's no point me taking him out before you get there.
This will be going quite quickly as well. Let me have a call.
Need a countdown planner.
We do.
Yeah, happy?
Yep.
Lovely. Alright, so I'm going on a 19.
41.
They are going on a 59.
Okay.
But they're not moving this round. So I'll go on a 19 then. So my plan was to move 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to target with my big boy, the big one, range 2. So I can have it hit here. And then it's going to go back. So basically I'm just rolling a big grenade along the ground and it's going to blow up. Mm-hmm. So it is going to hit him. We'll see how much damage it does. So it's damage 3 plus 0. So he takes 3 and he is on number 2. But that is now permanently lost. So I'm a little bit closer to exhaustion. Oh wait, hold on.
You still have the strength?
Still have strength. Oh, it's another 0. So it didn't make any difference in this respect, but there we go. Yours? You go first, don't you? Yeah, 41.
Mm-hmm. 41.
Go for it.
I'm just going to move 1 space, but definitely not onto that big trap.
Okay, yeah.
Move there. I need 1. The 2 movement from that one, and then I'm going to use my flaming sickle, attack 3 at range 2, and it pulls 1.
Okay, lovely. So you're doing 3 plus...
3 plus -1.
So he's going to take 2 damage, and that's Mr. Number 1. And then what else does your ability do?
It pulls him towards me 1.
Nice. So he's being pulled there. which is helpful for what's coming up now because so he is going to go now, so he is on range 2, target 2, so we'll say he'll go for you first. It's only 2 damage, but he's at disadvantage because it's a ranged attack. So the first one is a -1, second one is a +1, so you take 1 damage.
Oh no.
And then against me, he's going to do 2 plus a 0 times 2. So we miss a crit, so I take 2 damage. And that is his go. Then this guy would try and shoot, but it's only range 2, so he can't reach us. So that's that. It's done.
That's fine. You can't expect to be in a fight without taking a few scratches.
No, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Discard these.
So I'm going to leave the one there to you, I think.
Yeah, I will hurt him as much as possible.
Have I got a move? Baggeration. I really don't have any way of getting closer to him. You haven't got any range to take him out, have you? I think I'm not sure if those obstacles block line of sight for range. Let me just double check whilst you're selecting.
I mean, I could possibly get to him.
Can you?
I could.
By burning a card.
By burning a card, I could get to him.
Okay, that might be a thing to do then.
Oh, I think.
Because I can kill this guy, but I can't kill.
Okay, that makes that decision a little easier.
Obstacles. Do you know what? I was using the right tokens for destruction of obstacles. That's absolutely shocking. Oh, it's on here.
I'm ready.
Doesn't say anything about obstacles blocking line of sight. Okay.
It doesn't look like an
so you're going to go.
on sight.
Sorry.
As long as I can get through that guy.
Yeah.
Okay. I get through that guy. I can.
You can. Oh no, you can't travel through them. So how quickly are you going? Can you go slowly?
Yes.
Okay. Then in that really reassuring tone that you had, I'm going to do this, and I will go as quickly as I can, which is still not particularly quickly. We need to remember to shuffle this crit beforehand. Oh God, my shuffling style. Don't judge. Okay, so I'm going to go on a 42. They are going to go on an 85 again.
I have decided to go on a 90.
90, that's probably not an awful choice. So actually that means that again I go first. So my first attack,
Keep this little monster out of my way.
yeah, will be a 3 plus nothing, so that is dead, isn't it? Yep, perfect kill. So that is that one dead, and it drops a loot coin. And my second one is attack 1, no good at this point, but loot 1. So I'm going to loot these 2.
Oh no, you're richer than I am now.
I am. I've only got 1 card left, so it does mean that I'm going to have to short rest.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move 6, but I do have to permanently discard the card now.
You're mixing your lost deck. Yeah, those middle 2 should
discard.
be. Hold on, that bottom one was lost.
That one and that one.
Yeah.
Always getting.
So move 6.
Makes me move 6. So I can move for you.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. Stand right in front of him, looking
right
straight in his eyes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do an attack free
And immobilise.
and an immobilise.
So he is definitely going to be immobilised. And you're going to attack 3.
Attack
Oh, we're not going to get the loot.
We're not going to get the loot.
We're not going to get the treasure.
No.
No,
That's what I came down into this
I
little
know.
hole for.
I know.
So here we go.
3 minus
minus
1
1.
is still 2, which is enough to kill him. So We succeed again. Who could have
Who
guessed?
could have guessed?
I suspect some of them were hoping that we would fail, but we managed to get through with a couple of scratches. I think I lost less hit points this time.
Lost more this time, but I did want to get some more treasure.
By more is what you lost 2, I think, over
I lost 2.
Okay, so reading the conclusion then. With the foul nest cleansed of those wretched creatures, you take your time searching every nook. Surely the city guard will want to know about this. It can't be safe to have vermlings tunnelling through the walls. It's hard enough to fend off their raids as it is. Eventually you do manage to find an unexpectedly large amount of gold under some rotten wooden boards. Sifting through the treasure, you also find a strange note. In crude scratching, it details some business arrangements between the vermlings and someone by the name of Roland. Oh, nemesis, plot twist. Apparently, in exchange for supplying fresh corpses, Roland would pay the vermlings in gold. And judging by the amount here, the vermlings have managed to kill quite a few people before you put an end to it. The best lead you have, so it's time to ferret out this Roland character, after resting at the Sleeping Lion, of course.
Okay.
So, we get 25 gold each. A new item shop opens with items 1 to 13, and then a new location, the Black Ship, which is number 3. All right, so...
Could we not take over this vermling's business? We could supply the bodies.
What were those 2 Scottish guys that were famous for grave robbing? I mean, you're not even suggesting grave robbing, you're just advocating for sheer murder.
Something?
Yeah, Burke and something. If you know, drop us a comment. I'm sure. Burke and Hare? Maybe.
Sounds like it.
Okay.
But I forget, we are heroes, so we don't do that sort of thing.
Yeah, at least this time round. Okay, so that draws scenario 2 to an end. Thank you very much for joining us all again this time. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and join us again in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.